Let's cut to it. Do you have enough room to operate your business without choking on your own bills? Not next year, not when the next invoice hits. I mean right now. Do you have any breathing room? Because if your accounts payable are breathing down your neck and your cash is stretched tighter than a twisted extension cord, then we need to talk about something simple and critical: working capital. So what is working capital? It's calculated by taking your current assets minus your current liabilities. It's your short-term liquidity buffer, the gap between what you own and can use now versus what you owe right now. So let's break it down. Your current assets are cash, accounts receivable, inventory, anything you can turn into money within 12 months. Your current liabilities, what you got to pay out in the next 12 months. That's your bills, your payroll, your loan payments, taxes, the whole stack. So if you got $150,000 in current assets and $90,000 in current liabilities, your working capital is $60,000. That's a positive number. You got any room to operate. But if your current liabilities are $160,000, that means you got a negative working capital of $10,000. Now you're already short, and every delay pushes you closer to the edge. So here's the analogy time. Your working capital is like space between your wall studs. Too tight, and you can't fit in your insulation. Can't run wires, can't breathe. Too wide, the structure is weak, wobbly, gaps everywhere. But just right, tight enough to support, loose enough to move. And now you've got a solid frame to build on. Same with your finances. So what's a healthy working capital ratio? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all number, but here's a good general rule. Positive working capital means you're ahead of your bills. If your working capital is zero, you're walking a tightrope. If you got negative working capital, you owe more than you own, you're underwater. Most construction businesses should aim to keep 1 to 3 months worth of operating expenses in positive working capital. Not too fat, not too lean. Why does this matter? Because contractors don't go broke from lack of work. They go broke because their cash flow can't keep up with their obligations. Jobs start, crews clock in, vendors deliver, but if you don't have working capital, you're funding the next week on borrowed time and blind faith. I've seen it happen too many times. Subcontractor doing great volume, but running negative working capital. Waiting for a check to clear just to make payroll. Taking on a job just to cover the last job bills. That's not growth. That's survival with branding. So here's a real contractor example. One of my clients, a great builder, got a solid crew, was doing about $1.8 million a year, but he was always out of breath. Every month it felt like a fire drill. So we looked at his numbers. His current assets were $92,000. He had current liabilities $117,000. That meant his working capital was a negative $25,000. That really means that he's $25,000 short before the month even started. So we put together a plan. We collected receivables faster. We stopped buying materials too early. We delayed unnecessary equipment upgrades and renegotiated a couple of payment terms with key vendors. 6 months later, he had working capital of $62,000. Now he's not scrambling. He's choosing jobs, not just chasing cash. So here's how you can build better working capital. Number one, collect invoices like your business depends on it, because it does. Late payments kill liquidity. Follow up before they're late. Number two, control short-term debt. Don't let up with loans that crush your monthly obligations. Number three, time your purchases. Don't buy 6 months of materials today just to feel ahead. Number four, track it monthly. Your working capital isn't a check once a year number. Watch it like your fuel gauge. Number five, set a target cushion. I recommend 1 to 2 months of fixed costs as a minimum. So here's the final word. Working capital is your safety zone. It's the financial breathing room between you and chaos. If you don't have enough of it, one slow payment, one surprise bill, one job delay can bring everything to a halt. So check your space, measure your margin, and ask yourself, are you building something solid or just framing a house of cards?